Okay, so CERN Sea is a project that's been built on the back of Lucid Array, which we'll hear about later, and it's got the aim of exploring an area that was up to now been largely neglected, which is the oceans. So why do the oceans matter? Oceans cover 70% of our globe, and 90% of the planet's living biomass lives there. Death and disease caused by polluted coastal waters cost the global economy more than $12.8 billion US. And 3.5 billion people depend on the ocean for their primary source of food, and this could double to 7 billion in 20 years. Radiation in the oceans could have devastating effects on human and animal life, and therefore it is critical that we protect and monitor these environments.
So in the past it's been really difficult to measure radiation in the ocean. There are two methods that are quite commonly being used, and they are using a Geiger counter on a sample of water and also using mass spectrometry on a sample of water. Both of these are kind of quite time consuming because you have to take individual samples from each site, so it's not very good if you want to measure radiation in a large area. And the actual information you gather is relatively kind of not as much as we'd like. Our method involves taking a time-fixed chip and attaching it to a self-sufficient automated drone ship called the Autonaut. This has a lot of advantages over the other two methods I mentioned. The time-fixed chip can allow particle recognition and also allows us to measure the energy of the radiation, and most importantly it means we don't have to waste time taking the samples to the lab, which is one of the main issues with the other two methods. The Autonaut itself actually means that we can go to completely new locations quite easily without having to get loads of new funding, which is kind of increases the flexibility and scope of our project quite a lot. The Autonaut can be moved completely autonomously, and in any location it's at, it doesn't need human presence because. And so the Autonaut can be moved autonomously, and any location you put it in, it can send data from the time-fixed chip back to us, which means nobody has to be there. We're hoping that because the Autonaut is self-sufficient, it can stay out in the oceans for really long periods of time, which means that it can kind of build up a map of the ocean, which wouldn't have been possible before.
So far our mission has been to establish the basis of the project, and we've worked in collaboration with most autonomous vessels, and the Autonaut is currently undergoing sea trials, so soon hopefully we'll be receiving data back from our chip. In preparation for this we've designed an analysis program, and we've also carried out a number of experiments to prove that our data will produce conclusive results. So for now we wait with excitement for our first results and the discoveries we might make.